Hi there, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. And another selection from one of my favorite, or not necessarily favorite, but I think it's an important album of that year of 1980. I'm going to pick McCartney 2. And just like his first post Beatles album, this marks him leaving Wings. He's on his own. He's going to create an album where he's going to play all the instruments himself, sing all the parts himself. Well, on here, he's got a little help from Linda here and there. He's going to finally embrace new wave, bring that into the production, and it makes sort of a mixed bag. But I took it as it's important because this is McCartney again on his own. First, he left the Beatles, created his first solo album. Now Wings is done, has disbanded. He's creating the second one, and it's mirroring that first album, where, like I said, he plays all the instruments and sings all the stuff himself. Why it's important to me, this is where McCartney is kind of retracing his steps. Again, saying he's grabbing inspiration from his first solo record where he's doing everything himself. It's a different time. I guess he's seeing where he's going to fit in now as a solo artist. So I think it's important historically to see this as an album where he's finding his footing. Is it a phenomenal album? It's a mixed bag, in my opinion. It's not my favorite, but it's decent. There's some good songs on here. I like Coming Up. I mean, that was the biggest hit. On My Way is a good little blues number. Waterfalls is a nice little love song. I liked Summer Day Song and One of These Days. Frozen Jap, Temporary Secretary. Some days I love that song. I think it's really quirky, and some days I don't know what he was thinking at that time. But it is what it is. It's Some people say it's the failed experiment. I say it's a semi-failure. It's again an artist trying to find their footing. He'd probably do that again with Flaming Pie, where he kind of really embraces who he is. So, but this is, I think, the first step in him finding his solo. Who is McCartney solo? What is a McCartney solo? And this is the album that kind of starts that journey for him. So I'm going to say, half and half. Half of the album is really great. Half of the album you can take or leave, right? So, but that's me. I think this is one of the most important albums of 1980, just for the fact that it's McCartney finding his footing. You let me know what you think. I'll put a song down below. Share your thoughts with us. We'd love to hear from you. This is Steven from the Aroundtable with one of my favorites, or one of the most important albums of 1980 for me.